Hey there, YouTube family. Dr. K here for another video. Welcome back to my channel, Winning in Your Education Career. So on this channel, we talk everything winning. Winning can be coming into the profession as a new teacher, getting a promotion from teacher to teacher leader to principal. Winning can also mean for some of my teachers and my teacher friends, leaving the profession altogether. So today's video is aimed at that segment of my audience. Yes, we have to talk about it. I talked earlier in one of my videos about teachers quitting the profession in droves. And here is an example of why a teacher would quit the teaching profession altogether. So let me give you a rundown. There's this article out of Milwaukee, and I'm going to link the article below. You have to read it. It blew my mind. I read it like 3 or 4 times now. The article is about a 10-year-old boy who got mad at mom for 2 things. One, mom woke him up early, probably to get his little butt to school. And 2, he wanted mom to buy him this expensive toy off of Amazon. She said no. So he shot mom in the head, dead. Dead. You've got to read this article. It blew my mind. So let's go through it. So this is the article. Mom's dead. The first reaction was from the little boy. It was an accident. So he's 10, and he lied to the police saying it was an accident. I don't know how you accidentally play with a gun around mommy's head, but okay. It was an accident. Of course, the police are looking at this 10-year-old thinking, he can't be the bad seed. This was an accident. But he lied. He said he was just twirling the gun around on his fingers and, the gun went off. It was a terrible accident. Then, after the police and people left, his 26-year-old sister started talking to the police, saying and divulging secrets. So this 10-year-old started counseling when he was around 4, when he started torturing the family puppy. So he used to pick the little puppy up and swing the puppy around by his tail. So he started very young. And the sister also said he had 5 imaginary friends that he would talk to and they would tell him to do things. So she was starting to shed some light. Then the mom put him in counseling, like good moms do. She put him in counseling, tried to get him some help, and the counselor came back with a concerning, in quotation mark, diagnosis. Now, she didn't give any specifics, or the article didn't give any specifics, but that was the diagnosis. It was concerning. He had some issues. So from these issues, the poor mom, still trying to help this baby, put cameras in her house so she could keep an eye on him and make sure that he was walking the straight and narrow. And somehow, 2 weeks before mom is shot dead in the head, the cameras mysteriously are unplugged. So that was, to me, premeditation number 2. Premeditation number 1, he got the key the night before. 2 weeks before let's say he unplugged these cameras. Now, finally, he gets to the end of this ordeal, and he told the aunt, he confessed that he really didn't mean to shoot mom, but, he was upset, and, he's sorry about it, but, he didn't mean to do it. He's 10. My first reaction after I was like, oh my gosh, picking my mouth up off the floor was, oh my God, this little baby's been exhibiting these crazy behaviors since preschool, since pre-K. I'm thinking about all of the teachers that he has encountered, the teachers, the teacher assistants, the principals that he has encountered and probably tortured along the way. I wonder how many teachers he made quit or even think about quitting because of his extreme behavior. So if you're not a teacher and you hear teachers talking about these kids are so bad, oh my gosh, these little kindergartners are so bad, the middle schoolers are so bad, these high school kids are crazy, and you're not a teacher and you're blowing it off and saying, it's not that bad, you guys have off in the summer. That's typically what I used to hear. Get over it. These kids are extremely dangerous. Can you imagine the teacher who was teaching this 10-year-old and telling him no in a classroom? and probably holding your breath to see if he was going to try to kill you, throw a chair at you, or do something crazy. He's shooting his mom in the head dead. So yes, I feel for the little baby. Of course, we want our kids to be healthy, but I'm thinking about it from the teacher and principal perspective. Because when we talk about so many of our highly qualified, fine young teachers leaving the profession, they have reason to be leaving the profession. This is just one example. This is example number one, and I think I'm going to continue with why teachers are quitting examples. This is example number one. Can you imagine being this child's teacher? What would you do if this child was threatening you, threatening the other students in your classroom? How would you react? So this article blew me away. I wanted to just pop on and say, teachers, we need you. This is a difficult job, I know, but I really want you to look at my other video that I did, and I'm going to link it up top here. Things to think about before you quit the teaching profession. So quitting may be the first thing that pops into your mind, but I guarantee you, there are other options. Before you give up on all the money that you spent and time and struggle and busting of your dream of becoming a teacher, before you give up on all of that, let's think about other things to do. But I hear you as a former principal. We hear you. You are not crazy. Don't let anybody tell you you're crazy. Don't let anybody guilt you into believing that all of these babies in your classroom are little darlings, little angels. We know from the article it's not. So take a look at the article, read the article. Please leave your comments below. I'm curious, if you're a teacher, have you encountered these type of children? Because I know I have and had to deal with it. I probably could write a book about it, but I like to keep things positive on this channel. But I want to hear your stories. If you are encountering children like this, with this sense of rage at such a young age, how are you dealing with it as a teacher? Is it influencing your decision to stay in the classroom or leave the classroom? Give us some tips below. Share with the community and let me know how you're making out. And Dr. K here is, we're thinking about you. We're sending you good thoughts and hoping you are winning in your education career.